All right, welcome back to Gran Turismo 7. This week we're racing Maggoire and the Kias, making money. It's money making Mondays. We want to make some money before going in and losing all our driver rating, especially the fact that it's in reverse. I have no idea what to do here, but I do know how to build skill so that we do have a good week and we do have fun racing the sport mode. You're going to want to, if you don't have a lobby that you can set up and have all sorts of people jump in, like we can here at JCCR Racing, join the team. Super Doofus, welcome in. Marciello, as you come in, welcome in. So where can you make money? Here's some things not to do. Marciello, howdy. Here are some things not to do. You might think, hey, I'll go do the circuit experience. It's usually the best way to learn. Two reasons why this might be an awful choice. If it's not the right class of car, so if it's an F1 or a GR2 or a GR4, different brake points, different speeds to go through the turns, it's not going to be very helpful to run this, and it's in reverse. So the second way, that's not going to help learning it in the regular way. What you're going to want to do is go to quick race, and you're going to want to do full course reverse and start by making some money. You know, pick your conditions here. Depending what league you're racing in, even if you're racing in the D, it's good to be able to run the professional level. And it does feel like a completely different map. That is a great point, Marciello. Thank you for making it. Love it when we talk cars, talk track, because the goal of the channel here is to learn and grow together. So here's one way you can just go ahead and make money. We're going to do the 3 laps, and then after we're going to get right into, and ideally before we go into sport mode and completely ruin our night, not have very much fun, and on top of that, not only do you risk not having very much fun, you risk ruining your driver rating. And the lower the league, the dirtier the driving, as a general rule of thumb. So I'd say, because I've got no experience here, I'm probably looking at needing 15 to 30 laps. I'd say 15 laps if you're a quick learner, which I'm not. So I'd say it's probably a 30 lap endeavor. So we'd want to race this out 5 to 10 times, and you'll make a few million in the process. Of course, it's a non-contact sport. We want to avoid making contact with the other cars on the track. Great place to practice your safe driving, and not the end of the world if you bump these guys, because, well, it's AI. Practice watching your radar so you don't cut into someone. All right, so this is my first attempt. After the 15 to 30 laps, then you want to go do some qualifiers, maybe spend 5 to 10 laps there. Then you're really ready to run the week. Forza Canada GT, thank you, Legend, for making it in. That was extra nice. Oh my goodness, getting Legends to come in. I do not know why AI was going through there so slow. Certainly good practice avoiding cars. And when you have made contact, well, you're going to make a whole lot less money if you don't get the clean race bonus. So if you think you can pull it off, it's worth actually starting over. It's a lot more points. Mustang Drifter, welcome. I hope you guys are ready for some races. I'd love to race this race as a lobby race. Do it as a bit longer race, maybe the 7-lap setup, the sprint setup, and then do 2 shorter races after, so that we're all getting that extra practice that we need for this week's race. Oh, that's right. Reminder not to hold down the brakes while I'm running through that, especially if you're at -2. It's probably more of a +2 race, and this is where you're definitely, for success in the week, try different brake balances. It can make a big difference on, well, if you've got the race down pat, the difference is probably about 1 second, maybe 2, between being on an ideal brake balance for the track. Hey, the Dark J. Welcome, Batman. Oh, let's get back to the radar. Important factor to having clean races, getting the great clean race bonus, and not making some foolish mistakes as I tend to make at times. Not as tired starting up earlier tonight. It's not as tired. It's easier to take on a race you don't know when you're not tired because, well, the reflexes and the processing are just faster than when we start up at 9:30 or 10. I'm going to start trying to do these races starting up always generally around 9 p.m. Get the crew ready for our lobby races. The YouTubers versus the subscribers, or really the JCCR racing team versus the rest. Go from the complete outside, try to get the inside apex here. All right, we're up to 9 watching, that's almost 10. Thank you for making it in, folks. Whoa, we've been hit. And he spun himself out. And that's another reason to not make contact with other cars. Part of the time you'll just crash yourself out anyways, and it slows you both down. And it's just shoddy workmanship, or shoddy craftsmanship. It's just not how the racing craft is. Hit it. Spearing people into another stratosphere in auto racing would be kind of like taking a knife to a boxing match. It's just not how the sport goes. I think that may have just caused our clean race bonus, that very light contact. We'll find out at the end. Try to tuck in behind the GTR here, let him break wind for us. Streamline behind him. Little drafting for extra speed. Hey, yes! Well, right on, Mustang Drifter. Congratulations to making it to 1,000 subs. That is great news. You now officially have a business. All right, let's chase down this Subaru. There we go, learning the acceleration points on the reserve track. Maggoire reverse. Oof, I should not have been braking there. Guess I need to know the acceleration points as well, clearly. Can really chew up that apex and really jump on it. Alright, no little indicator at the bottom for a gear. That means we can fly right through, but we'll need third gear here, top of third. Oh, missed the apex by a mile. But we're well enough into the lead that we've got this. We'll pick up some easy money. And what kind of lap did we get with several mistakes, 203.5, meaning we probably need to be at about a 159, 2 minutes. But we'll work on that throughout the week. Let's get right down to the lobby races. Hopefully everyone can make it in. Hopefully not everyone's jumping into the online race at 9:10. All right, so there we go. Let's see, what kind of money did we get? A little drum roll. I don't think we'll get the clean race bonus. Bumped into the back of the car 3-4 times. All right, so let's head on over to the lobby races so that we can get a nice little sprint race in. We'll hit up about 7 laps. Yeah, congratulations, Mustang Drifter. Fantastic news. Hopefully we get everyone in the community to cross that 1,000 subscriber mark, like Philness GT, Super Doofus. So let's create the room here. We've got our preloaded settings. We've got what we have called Endurance 16. All right, so we'll go up for up for an endurance here. Sprint, race, clean, or kick. There we go. 12 racers. Load it on up, and it's set up for the sprint. We'll just change the track to the full course reverse. We've got 6 laps on a lengthy track, so you can very safely do that with medium tires, or really test out and hope for the best when it comes to those soft tires. I'll let you all decide based on what you think. Fuel consumption's on as well. It should last the 6 laps. And if not, you can always drop it. Play around with your fuel ratio on the last lap or 2. So I'll actually come out and do a little tester lap. And you can all see what kind of fuel consumption occurs off of 1 lap, and then deduct what 6 laps will cause for fuel and tires. So here we go. Test lap. Always good to do one of these before you get into a longer event. End of the candies, turn in, and if we planned it out right, generally as a rule of thumb, start braking at the beginning of the candies and start turning in at the end of the candies, but just a rule of thumb, not always the case. All right. Not pretty. Can't believe I got through 3 laps, no problem. But then, after 3 laps of practice, can't seem to get it down. All right, here we are. Gonna be in about 30 seconds, crossing over the line. What tires am I running right now? Must be the softs. Just doesn't feel all that grippy. Feels more slidey than grippy. All right, so what do we have for tire wear? Yeah, it looks like their tires on racing softs are gonna have trouble. Lap-wise, we will be fine for fuel. So I think I'm going to actually run mediums. I'm not going to risk out the softs. I'm going to run mediums. See what that gives us. And we're about 2-3 drivers away from starting up the race. Let's see who we've got with us today. Oh, that sounds like a Mustang. What is that? It is a Mustang. It's Insane Monkey. The nice blue Mustang there. Nice race livery. We got Bren. Thank you for making it in. I'm running the Star Wars JCCR team livery. Let's check out Bren's car here. Out of This World Gaming. Check him out on YouTube. Fantastic. Oh, what a wonderful JCCR logo. It reminds me of some older oil company that had a similar logo, if I recall that. It looks amazing. Well done, Bren. So check out his YouTube for Out of This World Gaming. I think social games, like whether it's Risk, maybe less Monopoly, is good at teaching you about ownership and how ownership is so important. But strategy games like Risk, for example, is a great one. Good for the social skills, the mental work, the communication. The Lexus sounding pretty darn good there. We've got JCCR Ronin in the Audi. And we've got a Corvette driver here. Oh, it's gone back into the pits. We got Big here in a Citroen from car design from 2105, I guess. We've got the Dark J in the GTR. Always rocking those fast laps with the Skyline. So we've got a nice crew here. I think everyone's now had a little bit of time on the track. So we're all a few laps in. And I guess we've got no choice. There's 9, 10, 11, and 12. We've got our extra racers here. We don't have any regulars saying they're blocked from getting in. So I guess we'll actually probably start the race like this. Put the slower racers at the top. Put the faster racers more towards the bottom. We got goggles here, or Googles. Oh, Christopher Bieber, we will make room for you. There's your 12th spot right there. So come on, join on in. Not having a safety rating of S can definitely get you moved. We got Insane Monkey here that will move up. He made it in pretty early, so we're going to keep him. We're going to put him Bunny. Drop the Dark J, maybe just a little. Actually, we probably just need to move up people. What's Big running? An E rating. And we'll get Pluto up higher. Pluto and Hustler. All right, and we've got a safety rating of C, and we're looking to make room. So sorry, my friend. Come back when you've got a higher safety rating, please. It's a super clean or kick lobby. Okay, Daniel, see you later tonight, buddy. So let's get in our 11th and 12th driver. Oh, the Dark J, no problem at all. We'll put you, though, nonetheless above the not-so-safe drivers. So anyone who doesn't have a rating of S, you end up in the back. Ghost, I know you're a clean driver because we've had you around for quite some time. So I'm not going to put you in the back. Just do your best to keep it clean. I'm going to do my best to keep it clean. I do make mistakes. If you do make a contact and you know it's your fault, wait. Wait for the car you hit off track. All right, Barabbas and Live to Ride. Oh, cool. Live to Ride is back. We know this individual. We've raced before. So let's get this race. Everyone's picked out hopefully their car and their tires. Do keep in mind, I'm not used to reverse. Yeah, no, fair enough. Fair enough. We're all going to be struggling here. So let's start the race and see how this goes. I don't think the people, if they're stuck on soft tires, I don't think that's going to be a bad thing, because if you can run laps 3-4 seconds faster with the softs, then it's going to cancel out your jump to the pits. Of course, if you're on 9 or 10 laps, then there'd be no question about it. I think everyone would run. I hear you, Seahawk. I'm going to try 0. Try with Oh, sorry, friend. You were ghosted, and then all of a sudden you were not ghosted. I was just avoiding you for just in case reasons. Oh no! Here we go, Insane Monkey's back on the track, we're good. Oh, Insane Monkey, watch out. Alright, so we're in 10th on lap 1 of 6, running the medium tires. Lots of Mustangs here, which is nice to see. Let's see, we're gonna have to be patient. We're gonna have to be safe and smart and try to do all that while being smooth through the turns. Whoa! Barely escaped that one. Very close to having a major contact. Here we go, lap 1 almost completed. We survived it. It's of course always a little harder when all the cars are clumped together. You have to be a little more forgiving and not just decide who your enemy for the race is going to be. A lot of honest accidents happen on lap 1, a lot of weird ghosting. Even though in this lobby, I'm pretty certain ghosting is off, it still does occasionally pop up. Hey, Knight Rider Jim, welcome in. Make it to the show, make it to the races. I look forward to putting the pedal to the metal with you. The super fast, one of the super fast legends themselves. Dark J pulling off a small miracle. I'm not sure how you get the typing in while driving. You're the man. It's not a skill I can perform. Alright, I think we can get through here in second. Nope, not gonna chest it. Let's get it down to second. I meant to say I think we can get through in third gear. But I didn't have the confidence to pull it off. Let's try it next lap. Tires are obviously warmed up, and that's not an issue. Oh, big penalty for cutting it there. This isn't bad in reverse. It's still a smooth track. I'm gonna get out of the way. Do my slowdown out of everybody's line. Yeah, I think we might have to upgrade to 16, but at least we'll know who's picking the next race, because in our lobbies, the winner, ooh, there's an instance where I have to slow down more than I'd like because I'm the car behind, and it is not okay. Race etiquette, because in the real world, if you don't want to get kicked out of races and banned from tracks, you can't just say they're in my line. If you're from behind, it's the car in front of you's line. So I had to slow down more than I would like, but it's just something I had to do. Wasn't sure if he was setting up to spear me into another stratosphere there, and I'm glad that wasn't his intention. Got a little nervous when I saw the slowdown. Whew. Okay, third. No, it's second. There we go. If you get the apex, you can get back in the throttle oh so early, gain some ground on the competition. And we are getting close here. Find this is the appropriate following distance. If I follow closer than this and they hit the brakes, I have way too many chances of running into the back of them, giving them those nasty back shots. Oh, don't want to pick up the penalty for 1 second there again. Oh, don't hit the wall. Ooh, slow down more, anticipating he'd hit the wall. Because if I didn't slow down more when he hit the wall, we would have made a contact. What tires are people running? Let me know in the comments section at the end of the race. Not bringing down the time on that lap. Oh, that's right, I am on mediums though. So probably 3 seconds quicker if I was on softs. Okay, we got one soft tire change that was required there on lap 4. I think 4 laps is a little preventative, maybe a little soon, but I'm not sure the tires will last 6 laps on this track. This track has more turns in it than Daytona, and 6 laps at Daytona, people were running on the wheels. Racing down the strip, we're dragging it. Oh, he's gonna get to it before I do. Didn't set up the turns there right. I went in a little quick and off the apex, and it cost us for the next turns. Oh, and we got edged out. No worries there. I was not properly defending that apex, so that's on me. Alright, now I'm following one of the legends of speed, but of course when we're running a race we're not used to. Doesn't matter if you're an A driver. Until the track's memorized, or until you're, you know what's at least coming up ahead, or you've got a general idea, it is tough. Oh, the darn. Thought we could continue to race with Bren and try to stay close to him, but that penalty is going to cost us. Not that far behind. Pay off the penalty though, that gap is gonna increase. Ooh, there we go. I am out of it. That's a second penalty for 1.5 seconds. All right, so Bren goes all the way out and then comes all the way in there. That's how we need to get it done to be quick. through that turn. And have Hustler right behind us. Oh, now he's really going to be behind us. You usually mess up on the last lap, not on the second last lap. Got to get the braking done in advance. Trail braking being kind of weak here. All right, gained quite a bit of distance on Hustler through those turns. We just happened to go through a wee bit quicker and actually catch the apex those times. Well, we're way off fourth, but we've got a good lead on fifth, sorry, on sixth. Oh, I'm going straight for the wall. Thank goodness we're driving in manual. It can do a downshift and help control the speed without just plowing on straight through because we're on the brakes. Perfect example of why we drive manual, why we put in the hard work to get used to the manual transmission. There, if we would have been on the brakes, we've just gone straight to the wall. And with the downshift, we had this slowing down of speed, the deacceleration, and the rotation necessary to get through that section. Not pretty on the final lap. Probably my worst lap yet. My worst non-crash lap yet. But we finished fourth. And with these legends on the track, that is a pretty big deal. Mind you, we did start with a bit of an advantage, starting out in second. But that advantage only lasted for about 100 feet as we drove, not even 25 feet, as we drove into the back of a car that got unghosted. And that put us in 10th. So a good climb back from 10th to 4th. And I was on mediums past two players with worn softs. There we go. So that was the key, I guess. Mediums was the way to go. And Ronan won it, so that's a win for the JCCR team of our 3 races tonight. Unless we need a, tiebreaker somehow. If we're, well, wouldn't be a tiebreaker. 3 does break the tie. And let's see, Panama is in the house from ERB Barabbas. Welcome in. And let's see here, we got Ronan in first, who was in a good battle with JCCR Bren, and ERP Barabbas in third, and I'm just off podium. We got asked for the endurance just recently. Well, I was asked for an endurance. I gave y'all a sprint instead. Let's see here, can't see behind. Okay, here we go. So I believe I read Bathurst. That'll be an exciting race. Always a lot of fun here. We'll kick it down to 4 laps so we can all run softs now without any debate. And we can now, I think we can all say we're more prepared for this week's weekly race. And it is hot. Time to take the grandpa sweater off. Don't get the wrong impression, but I'm going to slip into something a little more comfortable. Oh, and I am sorry. Christopher Bieber, welcome back tomorrow is what I'll be saying. And yes, oops, I did lobby cancel. Sorry about that. Let's hit it up here. 12 loaded, load complete. No, Bathurst at the bottom. 4 laps. Let's create the room and get everyone back in. Sorry about that, folks. Bring in the unit a little more so that we don't lose like they don't give enough cable for these machines. The PS is behind the TV. Big suggestion, whether it's Thrustmaster or any other company, give us a longer cable for the pedals, please. You got a long cable for the power bar. We'll realize the PS, the console might be pretty close to the power outlet that we connect the whole unit to. All right, I think for cars, I love the McLaren on this track. We're going to continue, keep it consistent. I think there's great success with consistency. And yes, JCCR was dominating. Hopefully, we have Barabbas. Hopefully, he'll make it back because he was giving us a good challenge. He came in third. So don't forget, I guess everyone's tires are going to be probably set back. And is Dano in the house? I've missed Dano the last few nights. I guess. Yes, ERB Barabbas is back. Thanks, mate, for making it back. There's a Jansenator, whatever one of those is. Let's go see here. Marciello's in the house. And we've got in second JCCR Ronan running, what is this? The Corvette, looking sharp. Yeah, Dano's probably on vacation. I'm on vacation, but this is what I'm doing with my vacation time this time around. Beautiful Viper. At least we got one of the JCCR racers running the Viper. And the Viper is incredibly fast on racetracks. We got the Ghost 503 in the GTR. BMW being rocked by Jay Rizzio. I'm going to rock the 911. Dark J. And Bren in the Lexus. The Bionic here. Barabbas is running. And that is running a Kia Hyundai thingy mabobber. Can I use a Tomahawk? No, Wesley, you can't. Hopefully it's set up for only GR3. Let's see here. Change grid order. Change event settings. Let's just make sure it is GR3 BOP. All right, here we go. BOP tuning prohibited on. Good. Should be off. Can't remember. Oh, I can't remember. Let's see, let's make sure that the class, GR3 here, PP limit, BOP needs to be on, right? Yeah, BOP is on. Good, good. Let's get the grid ordered up here. Have a safety rating other than Ghost, who's already proven himself that he's no longer, despite the rating of A, he's not an A driver. He drives carefully. And let's see here, we got Marciello, Jansenator, who will go up, and Ghost. And I'm the D runner here, so I'm actually the slowest driver with a safety rating of S, and then we'll move up Dark J and Barabbas and Ronan and Marciello. Okay, I'm missing a whole bunch here. Marciello up and up. Let's see what that looks like. B, Ghost could go up one more. Bionic could go down. And that is going to be our lineup. It's about as close as we'll get it. Good luck, everyone. Have a clean race and have some fun. Nice to meet you, Wesley. And what's Wesley driving? Okay, Wesley's going to be driving the Lamborghini. Solid choice. And this seat keeps sliding, but we're good enough here. Don't forget, this is a false check. So don't just make sure you got your foot on the brake. -2 for this track with its tight turns. Ooh, that was a good half second or more off. Often where you look is where you're going to drive. I looked over on the grid, names, and that's where I drove. Oh, sorry, Dark J. I'm going to make sure that I slow on down, get off the throttle, put myself at the back of the pack. I made a contact I should not have made. Too much wall there. Oh, needed the quick reflexes there. This is the death hill at the top here. Whoa. Wow. Lots of action for the downhill section of the mountain. Marciello in first, followed by Ronan, followed by Jazinator, and then Bionic. Bionic, an A racer who's climbed up the pack very quickly. Love this race, but boy is it ever contact track, even when people are really working to not have contact. -2, I better get all my braking in before we start to turn in. We won't be doing any trail braking here, at least not successfully. Definitely a section you can get a huge benefit trail braking through, but I don't have it set up on the steering wheel to adjust while driving the brake balance, which is the ideal thing to do. Super Doofus, I think, was saying he enjoyed this track with a GR4 car. There we go, that is a super fun, exciting section. And here you just don't want to be braking while you've got the steering wheel turned. You gotta find just tiny little brake zones. That's a challenge to the mountain. You gotta, to be fast, it's tough to be fast without crashing because you've just got such a small brake zone and you cannot miss it. And if you do the braking prior, you're really slow. If you do the braking, if you don't get it just right, you crash. High risk, high reward. To avoid a crash, I ignored the track limit, and it's going to cost us. But the important part is we avoided a crash. Rather that than punting poor Marciello. And will we be catching up? Let's watch that clock. 4.4 seconds behind Jansenator. Forza Canada, you legend. Thank you for making it in. Hopefully you can make it in some of the races from time to time as well. Either way, we'll be watching you race. Don't forget to check out Forza Canada on YouTube, folks. Eased up on the throttle to be able to catch more apex. Light touching of the wall there. And yes, we are catching up to Jansenator. 4.6 seconds turned into almost 2.6. We almost shaved 2 seconds off, but that's not going to help us. Paid off the penalty that we picked up to avoid an accident. That's the way to be. Avoid contact with other cars at all costs. All right, Jansenator back to almost a 4.1. It's not impossible. We could catch up on the final lap. Historically, though, I crash. Statistically, I have a high probability of crashing out on the last lap, as I tend to push and give it all up trying to chase that extra position. Got fourth in the last race. I'm going to push to try to pick it up. If it costs me a crash, well, so be it. Let's race like we stole the car. Here's your spot. You got so much speed on me. Bren, you go there. I'll go here. Jansenator's still ahead of us. Really brought the time down, but just not quite enough. Whew. That was a close one. Bren got right back up after paying off his penalty. Well done. Bionic in first, so that's 1-2 the Stranger Danger, so not the JCCR team. So now it's 1-1, and we're going to go into our tiebreaker. We did pick up a clean race bonus, making a few extra credits. All right, so Bionic, congratulations. Silver from Ronan, and Jansenator picking up the bronze prize. And here I am again in fourth. And again, I climbed from near the bottom, despite starting at the top at the beginning. Starting to get embarrassing. Now, let's see here. We'll send out the message. Ionic, you win, you choose. Get the message out there. You win. Because that's how we work here at the JCCR racing team. You win, you get to pick. And he picks Kyoto. Oh my goodness, my team, we are mostly not ready for this. But he won, so he's temporarily the boss. Kyoto. Is it here? Nope, it is. Got Suzuka down there. Ronan dropping a little comment there. There we go. That's right. It's all the weird lines. And which one did he want? Well, I guess we'll go with the first one. By default, we'll do... This is the tiebreaker. And if I got it wrong, maybe he'll let me know. So, Bionic is a quick A. We'll try him out behind Bren. Try him out behind ERB Barabbas that I need to move up. All right, Athena making it in. Yes, good to see you. We'll move Athena up. Oh, no, safety rating of an A. So grid order here. Don't forget, hit that check mark. Make sure you've got your soft tires on. I think it was Barabbas that needed to go up. And what happened to Bionic? Okay, so Barabbas is a B, yes. Mateville will, he's a B driver though, for safety, so the lower safety ratings go to the bottom. Gotta have an S to get rated or be really well known like Ghost. Bionic is going to go above the lower safety ratings. So all the lower safety ratings get put at the bottom. JCCR Ronan clearly needing to go up. All right, so once we get to S rating drivers, we got Bionic, Bren, Rizio, Barabbas, Ronan. Ghost 503 gets a pass because he's proven himself over the time to be actually clean, but two, please go and get your safety rating up to S over in the online play. And here we go. This is going to be the tiebreaker for the night to see whether it's the JCCR team or the Stranger Danger, the non-JCCR racing team. And Stranger Danger in this case, because Bionic, it's his first time racing with us. But if his racing was rhythmic, it sounds like it was clean. So that's good to hear. Last race of the night. I hope you're ready to put the pedal to the metal. And if you haven't already done so, hit that like button to help our community grow. With more racers comes more knowledge, and with more knowledge, of course, comes more power. no idea what I'm doing on this track, but we'll just follow little gear suggesters. So it said third, well, we'll try to run through at the top of third. Ronan, super clean, quality pass. Fast, and you avoided me. Well done. Good, exemplary driving, some excellent role model. Oh no! I got to the braking way too late, and I am off. I am out in the running to get my fourth. Likely, mind you, I've come back from 10th both other times as well. This isn't really a high crashy race. Smooth and fast race. And Bathurst, I know, and here I have no idea what I'm doing, as I demonstrate with some poor late braking on my part. Overcooked that. Smells like burnt chicken. Jay Rizzio, I think, is in the same boat as me. He's saying, what is this track? What are we doing here? Ooh, super doofus. Big day of work. 8 hours of driving. That's wild. On vacation or just a whole lot of work? So it said third, but fourth was the appropriate gear through there. Can't be too early on the pedal there for the last turn before the checkered lines. Otherwise, you'll drive straight off. Good little lesson to learn there. I'm 3 seconds too slow per lap. Oh, nice pass, goes 503. Clean and close, so impressive. Fast, clean, and close. I like it. Might shape up to be a nice last lap battle. Alright, final lap. Will I do my usual normally on races, all my previous to last lap? Laps are Lieutenant slow behind the wheel, and then the last lap I try to kick it up, push to have a faster lap and crash out on the final lap. I like the flow of this race. Still not quite used to it, but I like the flow. Really nice flow. It's a beautiful track. And it is definitely fun having Ghost back and forth with Ghost behind us, following each other closely. Oh no! My typical last lap hijinks. Push too hard and drive myself off. Oh, I'm on the wrong side of the triangle. Not the safest move. And when I went off the track, what was I doing? I was looking behind me. Just like in life, looking too much into your past or what's behind you likely lead to a wee bit of depression. Is not healthy. Whew. All right. 2 fourths and I think and a ninth. Overall, not a bad night. Lots of fun to be had. More practice was put down with the weekly race. Bionic saying, OS, I had eggs in the back seat. Let's see who finished this up. Bren, it's a win for Bren. Fantastic. And second by another JCCR racing teammate, we got Ronan. Bionic, it's been great having you in. Wonderful that you came in, picked up a win for the non-JCCR team. So it finishes up 2 for the JCCR team to 1 for the challengers. I was all the way down there. Thank you, everyone, for making it in. Let's thank everyone here. That was a fun, clean race. Congratulations. And thank you very much for the race. I look forward to seeing you all again. Ghost, I 100% agree with you. So let's drop the word of the day. Yeah, I need to learn that track because that is a lot of fun. I want to get quick. On that one. Now, some of you might be anxious about, AI taking your job. And, well, it's good to plan for the future, but it's not good to be anxious about the future. And how can we get rid of anxiety? Well, with action. So try to figure out ways that you can do your current job more efficiently by integrating AI into it. Because if you become more efficient and you keep practicing this, you're going to become sort of the go-to person or the expert within your workplace and maybe even within the field. You can end up giving speeches and paid to talk about this or paid to train people and teach them. But at least within your work job, if you're able to, when you get asked, if they start to think they can replace you with AI, if you've been using it, you're going to know where you can use AI to be more efficient in your job, helping to secure your job, putting you in the top percentile, a rare talent to have for a company. And you'll also be able to speak as to the points where AI can't replace you. So I think it is definitely worthwhile starting to use ChatGPT, Gemini within your job, even considering maybe paying for the upgraded version because, well, they can strategize for you. They can do marketing for you. They can make a plan on how to manage a team through a project if you're a team manager. So I think we're all going to be facing a very transitional time period, and you want to be ahead of the curve. You want to be ahead of others. So good luck. Don't be anxious about that. If you put the start putting actions towards learning more and using more AI in your current job, you're going to get better. You're going to become indispensable to your company. And who knows how far it could take you. Maybe you'll end up going from company to company training people and starting a company on how to train employees across different fields. So key takeaway from all of this is anytime you're anxious in life, it probably means you're not doing enough right now in the present towards that thing that's making you anxious. If you set out a game plan and you work towards it on a daily or weekly basis, the anxiety should go away. If you're too worried about what's going on in the past, you're probably not busy enough in the present to get your mind off the past. You need to get your mind in the present. And of course, as human beings, we all need to be working towards goals that help us feel like we're moving towards a greater purpose or at least greater accomplishment. So I wish you all good luck picking out those goals. I hope that there'll be goals that allow you to be kind and positive. Start by being kind and positive to yourself, and then a little bit of kindness and positivity, or a whole lot of it, out into the world is always an awfully good thing. Accomplishing things, moving towards goals will help you feel more fulfilled. I wish you all greater mental health. I wish you all more cars and more power, of course. Hope you get to put the pedal to the metal in a car that you love sometime real soon. If it's not in the real world, this is still my favorite place to drive. But speaking of the real world, check out Johnny's Car Care and Reviews, where we review cars. We do build-in prices to save you thousands of dollars. Make sure you don't get fooled because you're missing information, or just fooled because the communication isn't as good as should be required in a dealership. And not everyone wants to spend 3-4 hours with a customer in the sales process, and not all buyers want to spend 3-4 hours at the dealership. So you can check out Johnny's Car Care and Reviews. We're currently long-term reviewing the 2017 Shelby GT350, which is very special because of the 5.2 liter, what they call the Voodoo engine with the flat plane crank V8, meaning it's high revving. The red line starts at 8,250 RPM, very much like the Ferrari 458, which also in this game and in the real world has a flat plane crank V8. So super high revving, the complete opposite of a push rod V8 engine. We also have the 2025 Ford F-150. We got rammed. We show you the damage. We show you how solid the truck is. We've got the long-term review on the 1991 Toyota MR2, the full-out J-spec, where pretty much all the pieces have been rebuilt, replaced, rebought. Because guess what? Toyotas do break. And we've got the 1999 Porsche 911. Can you own a classic European sports car and not have your wallet or your wife run out on you? Until next time, folks, I salute you. Stay positive, stay kind, have fun out there, and go and get them. Don't be inactive. Don't be anxious. Don't be depressed. I wish you all the best lives possible. See you tomorrow night. Same bat time, same bat channel. I can say that because, well, we Batman cars that are being too aggressive and not learning. Don't forget to change your oil. See you tomorrow night. Godspeed and God bless.